Hello everyone and welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series, and today we're gonna make an item inspection system. I know we have did this in previous lectures, but this time the item inspection system will be occur in an UI mode rather than on viewport. In the previous tutorial we did this in the viewport, but in this tutorial we're gonna do this in UI. And in this updated tutorial we have made an updated interact system. So let me show you a quick look. So if we press play and if we being overlapped with this actor, you can see this little arrow, and if I press E, nothing will happen. You can see that. But if my player's camera is facing towards that actor, then we can see a little E is coming and popping up. So now if we press E, you can just object and inspect this icon, and this all happening in UI. So let me show you in this. So it will not showing, but if I in here it will showing with this scope as well. So it is showing, and if I know, then it is not showing. So let's make that up. So this is my brand new Unreal Engine project, and this is the third person template I am using, and I have did nothing but simply just add this 3 object fbx file, and these files were created by me, so you can just download it. The link is in the description. So let's get started. So first things first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make an input. So in the settings panel, in the project settings, open that up and you see there is an input node. So let's add an interact input. So interact, and we're gonna assign a key, let's say E. So whenever our player press the key E, and if it's facing towards our object, then we're gonna interact towards it. So for that, let's first create a tracing. So how do we gonna create that? So open your character. I am using third person BP Unreals. So open that character, and this will gonna look like something this. We haven't changed nothing. So first create a function called start trace, and we're gonna do interaction with tracing sphere trace. In the previous sessions we have done the interact system with actor being overlapped, and there are bunch of new systems. So you can do interact with like event dispatchers, or let's say traces, or let's say being overlapped actors. So there are many ways to do interaction, but why this event tracing is more efficient than overlapping. So let's imagine something like this. So whenever you play Resident Evil, you gonna see there is a drawer. So we have to interact the drawer, and the drawer will open, and inside the drawer we find a photo frame, and let's say we wanna inspect that photo frame. So if we using interact with overlapped actors, then it will overlap the both actors, drawer and the photo frame. So the code of interaction will not filter out what the object we gonna interact with. So in the trace channel, we simply just tell that whatever the focus we are facing towards the camera, we want to inspect that. So just compile, save, and grab a node from here, and sphere trace by channel. So free sphere trace by channel, and grab your player's follow camera and get world location, and also from that get world rotation, and from that get forward vector like this. Just make a room here, and your player's world location will go to your start, and your forward vectors just multiply it with a float. And let's say what would be the float, so let's say 600, I think it might work, and attach it to in the endpoint. The radius should be 20. We're gonna use the trace channel to camera, and let's just draw a debug type to for duration for checking the purpose. After that, bring a node from out hit and break the results. So this will gonna break the hit result of this trace channel. So whenever we use trace and if we collide with something, we gonna hit. So hit actor on the break hit results. Just grab this node and let's first create an actor. So on the variable create traced actor, let's traced item, and the type of the traced item should be actor. So actor object reference, click on it, compile and save. And after, if our hit trace actor, if it implements the interface, then and then we gonna interact with. So we have to make a interface first. So on the item, let's make interface. So right click on your content browser, add a new folder called interface, open that up, and on the blueprints you're gonna see blueprint interface. Let's name it inspect interface, open that up. What are the interface? Interface are the read-only inbuilt functions, so they are used to communicate between two blueprints. So let's say I want to interact with this object, so the player character will tell the interface that I wanna communicate with this object, and what will be the communication will be, so it will be an interact. So on here, let's first add two functions. First is can receive trace, can receive trace, and in here we have to add one input, and the input should be can interact, and we also need another function called interact, and this requires an input called player, and the type of this input should be your player character. I am using the third person character, so third person object reference. Hit compile and save, and now we are good to go. So bring back to your player character, and in your hit actor just does implement interface, and what will the interface would be? So it will be your inspect interface right here. So if it's true branch, then we gonna double check it if the line trace, if the sphere trace is hitting the actor twice or not. So if it's hitting twice, then we don't do that every time. So just hit an actor, and just if it's not equal to this object, then and then we gonna implement it. So get the trace item, get, and attach it to here. After that, just add a branch, and in the true part, if it is true, then what we gonna do, we gonna set this traced item to that hit item. So set, and bring the node here and add to here on your hit actor, and if it false, the first branch that does not implement interface, this branch, if this is false, then can receive interact message, we gonna can receive and boolean to false, the target should be a traced item, and after that we gonna set this traced item to none. So set back to none, and in here after doing so, let's just add can receive trace and bring back to true, and just connect this to target. So compile and save, and this is our interaction part we have did. And on your event graph, just right click and use event tick node. So start your restart trace function. So it will gonna start your trace function as soon as your game would start. So let's just check it out. So if you hit play, you're gonna see this little trace, and the green color is showing that our trace is being blocked by some static mesh. So if our camera goes down, then our trace is being blocked. So after that, let's make an item. So right click on blueprint class and add an actor, call that a master item. Open that up. We need three components. First is static mesh, so this would be our item. Second one is our sphere collision, so our actor being overlapped with this sphere collision. And third one will be our widget, so widget, and what would the widget will show, just like this. After doing so, on your event graph, we don't need this all, so just delete it. And in your class settings, this one, add the interface called inspect interface we have just made it. Compile, save, and we are good to go. So let's try this out. Just right click and create a child blueprint. I'm gonna say it a guitar. Open that up, and in here inherited mesh, set a static mesh to, let's say, guitar, and it looks more tiny, so just make it bigger. Compile, save, minimize it, and bring back to our viewport and just little up. So you can see our why this trace is just a bit right. Let me see on your event blueprint, on your trace function. So yeah, no, we have to vector plus actor, so we have to plus add this, so add this two node, and after that we have to AND, join that into AND. So now you can see it will be trace in the center, just like that. You can see, so if our player is being overlapped with this actor, you can see this purple node, sorry, not purple, the green node, and if it's not blocked, then you can see this red node. So this is for debugging purpose, you can just turn off it. So on your item, we have made this guitar item. Let's make an interact UI. So right click on user interface and can call this interact UI. Open that up. We don't need this canvas palette, just delete it and make this a desired. What we actually need is a vertical box. So vertical box, in here add a border, and inside the border add a text like this. Okay, let's change the brush color to something like a dark and make this a 0.4. and if you want to use this all the time, you just grab and add this to here on your drag, so you can just click and save a lot of time. And we just set it to E, so the E will pop up if our player is being overlapped. And just control W, click on the border, and this text would be, let's say, a backslash and a forward slash. So you can see there's a little arrow icon like this, so just click on it and make this alignment a center, so it looks more. And after that, name this border variable to, let's say, interaction border, and click this is variable is true. Hit compile and save, and we are good to go. After doing so, just close this, and in that our master item on your widget, just add this to, let's say, 50x50, and the space would be screen, and hit compile and save, and let's add this widget. So right click on your sphere and add event called event begin overlap, and from that, on your other actor, just add cast to whatever actor you are using, just cast it to it, and if it's true, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a widget. So create widget, and the widget would be our interaction widget. So interaction UI, promote this to a variable called interaction widget, like this. And after that, grab this interaction get, and we're gonna set this interaction widget to our widget. So get this widget and set widget, and from this here connect this, and the widget would be our interaction widget. After this, grab a node from here and set visibility to true. So whenever our player being overlapped with this, we're gonna set a visibility to true, and double click on this node, so add a reroute node so it looks more bit clean. Hit compile and save. After that, if we end being overlap with this, so right click on your event and add event overlap. So if the actor would our third person, you have to cast it to your actor. If it's true, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna simply get this interaction widget and remove from parent, and we're gonna set the interact widget to none. And after that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna set this widget, the visibility, to false. So set visibility to false. So just click, just attach it to here, and new visibility to untick it, compile, and on the event begin play, our starting visibility would be nothing. So just untick this, close that, compile and save. And if you remembered, on your event interface we have made that receive trace. So if we just add an event in here, you can see this event interact and event can receive. So let's make this can receive trace first. So on your can receive, if it is true branch, then get this interaction widget and convert it to validate get. So right click on your blueprint and convert to validate get. So if our widget is true, then what we're gonna do, we gonna get first interaction border, get the interaction border. This won't come up if this interaction border, what was it, this won't come up if your interaction border this is not is variable. So make sure this is true. So just close this guitar, and if get the interaction border and set render opacity to, let's say, 1. So this will be visible, and just Control W to copy and paste. And if there is event receive trace is false, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna set this render opacity to 0. Hit compile and save, and by default this interaction widget render opacity would be 0. So in behavior there is a render opacity, make it to 0, so it is not visible by default. So we have done this thing. Let's just test this out. So hit play. So if we being overlapped with this, you can see this little widget, it looks more ugly. Let's just make the location a bit upper one. This would be fine. Let's make this a bit more up. Hit compile, save, and let's play this. So if we being overlapped with this, you can see this arrow icon, and if our camera is facing towards that, you can see this E. Can see that? Okay, let's just turn off the traces. So for debug type, for duration, hit back to none on your player character, hit compile and save. After play, so the traces are gone. So you can see we don't need that border, I think. So on your event UI, the border, set the brush color alpha to 0. So it is, the border will be 100% transparent, so the UI looks more good. So you can see the E is popping up when we face towards our actor. After that, let's make an interact part. So on your third person character event graph, right click, and we have made that event action input node. So open that up, interact, and in your input action event you can see this interact. So for that, interact, and if you press E, then this interact would work. And from that, just grab this traced item object get and convert it to validate by right clicking and convert to get validate. So if this is true, then and then only our interact would be begin. So interact, and the interact message, we have made the function for it. You can see that in our interface there is a second function called interact. So this would be our interact, and the target should be our traced item and player should be self, SELF, self. Okay, compile and save. On your master item, let's add the interact code. So right click, add event, call interact. Pardon. And on your interact, let's print string. So let's print hello. So the print hello will work only if our player's camera is facing towards the actor. So let's play. So if I press E, nothing will work, but if I face towards this and press E, the hello will show up. Okay, so this is the second method of the interaction. Thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.